Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Buddy. Buddy is a little kennel sour. He's been in the kennel more times than he's been out. I've been having Joker's my demo dog, and he's in the house with me, and I just decided I'm going to kind of rotate and put Joker back out. He's getting a little too handler bound, handler dependent, because he's always with me. Keep in mind, I do this for a living. That means that I've always got my dogs around me in a lot of ways. Buddy, Aussie. Couche. Nabu. Nabu. Pabouge. Good, good. So I'm going through his Rolodex right now. Couche. Kind of figuring out where his head's at. And the last couple days, I've been doing my reward placement with the ball, and that spirals him up real heavy. So he's forging too far up. I'll go ahead and give a demo now of it. Pull this back a little bit, and we'll kind of show you what we're doing with him and where my head's at, so you can kind of go through it. I always try to show you what I'm doing at any one time. I don't like to hide anything. So he is a hell of a dog. Very stellar Aussie. He's a great representation of my breeding. He is out of Rocks and Arrow. And then his sister is in Chicago as a brood bitch, and she's producing some really nice puppies. Daisy. It's the same litter. Couche. And he's all that and then some. Hey, easy. Good. And the only thing was he had the little problem with Couche. Good. Working his way through things, but he's gotten a little older. He's getting a lot better without all the stuff that happened. I see the little problems with him. Out. Easy. Good. And he's about 4.5 years of age. Good. And Buddy does not have a BRN number, and the only reason he doesn't is because I haven't gone out of my way to get it. I don't care about BRN numbers as much and registration and all that. As long as I know his lineage, where he came from, and where it's at, and the litters that I've produced now are all got BRN numbers. All these people that want to breed so dang bad have gone out there and got BRN numbers for their dogs. So all that little hiccup that was a problem is gone. Then everybody has a BRN number, including Arrow. Arrow now has a BRN number, his father, right? So that whole calamity is over with, and I will get him a BRN number if I'm going to breed him. I would like to, maybe before he gets too old to breed. Hell of a dog. And my bloodlines they're all over the place, quality, and everybody knows. A lot of people have the puppies through Daisy, and the gentleman back in Chicago is breeding the heck out of her, and she's really producing some nice dogs. He's also throwing her together with some nice males. Don't get me wrong. It's not all just her. It's because he's breeding with some good, nice stock, boy, I'll tell you. So it's good stuff. Huh, Bud? Huh? All right, so let me go ahead and kind of work him, and I'll run you through this. Buddy, with me. Come on. All right, so what I did the last few days is started working him and finding out where he's at. He's having a tendency to forge too far forward. And I know where it's already been put into him. I'm kind of refreshing my memory, seeing where his head's at. But a lot of this was this reward placement with a ball. Started with a ball drop. Buddy. Yes, good boy. Okay. And then behind the back, between the legs, about 4 or 5 different reward locations. Out. That'll give you the buddy. Out. Good. Done. OPS. Good. The ability to use this to do things. So the first thing I noticed is he was trying to forge too far forward, and he's in my way up here. I want him back farther, right, to be good. So what I started doing was saying, Buddy, yes, and he knows that reward placement behind my back. The problem with Buddy is he spirals up so dang high that it ends up becoming a problem. Out. Good. OPS. Good. So what I started to realize that I can't have him up to that crescendo, so much amp, so much want, anticipatory want, spirals him up so high with his drive state that it becomes counterproductive, excuse me. So what I wanted to try to do was start teaching him a little bit more variable rewards so he doesn't know when it's coming, and he learns to have patience and wait for it to happen. And the other one is to take this out of an instant reward. So like right now, if I say why yes, he knows that this ball is over here and he's going to grab it. So to solve that problem, my logic says, and this is what I'm playing around with right now, is that if I start saying YES and marking the behavior that I want and then taking a tenth of a second to grab my toy, he's going to be a lot less prone to spiral up. Okay? He's got all the pieces in place. It's just that, like I said, he's kennel sour, so he's wound up like an 8-day clock. He wants to work with so much intensity, I need to bring that down. So my logic said the reward placement in regards to it, and then starting to give a YES, yes, and then, yes, good boy, give him the ball, right, out, OPA, good. So, and then to get him to stay back farther, it's the left hand turn back up. Notice him getting all spiraled up like he is. That's that intensity that leads into leaking, right? So I have stopped that when I was doing some work that drew that up a long time ago, and I started to see it. I went away right away to saying no and starting to try to really control this high intensity. Because once it gets going with a high drive dog, it's very hard to back off. It's almost near to nigh impossible. So my biggest suggestion with leaking, if you have a high drive dog like this, is don't ever let it get started. That's the key. Quiet. And I teach them the word quiet, and I have something to be able to give a negative association and say quiet, right? OPA, quiet. No, you be quiet. Yeah, so here's where the variable reward is going to help and hopefully bring his intensity down a little bit. Quiet. Good. OPA. Good. 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 A double hop is not what I want. No, OPA. And see what happens? So what I'm going to do is he has all this in his lexicon. Done. Right away when I say done, his mind is going to go to another place because he knows what done means. OPA, he should slow down a little bit because that anticipatory want, that expectation of what he wants is causing the problem. So we got to say done. And then accent done, and then the reward after the marker comes out afterwards, is my logic anyway. So a lot of times you just got to play with things. But because I have such a large vocabulary, OPA, built into this dog, Pabouget, I have so many things to be able to use to achieve our goal, right? I have people ask me all the time. I went out this weekend with him. I was showing off the pet store, Tractor Supply. And they asked me, how long does it take you to train a dog like that? I get asked that all the time. You know, my answer is, you never stop working your dog. It never ends. There's always something you can work on. So that's all I'm doing now, trying to get him out of the kennel, get him back into flow, get him working really sharp, and tighten up his obedience and find things that are holes in our obedience that we need to work on. And so this is one of those areas. We're talking and accenting this accent point in regard to him spiraling up and having so much energy, so much want, anticipatory want. It's basically classical conditioning. So we're going to take it into a more of a variable reward and start teaching him to wait and not anticipate and expect so much that is spiraling him up, right? Drive state. Remember what I always say, Pabouget, your job is to be aware of drive state and to manipulate it in such a way that you get the desired results out of the dog's working. Now, a lot of people think that this is too much, and it is in a lot of ways, but at the same time, you will see all kinds of working dog trainers and things. We would much rather have this and than no drive, right? Or a dog that has less drive, and we want more. It's harder than heck to give them more if they don't have it in their genetic package and you haven't conditioned it properly. It's a lot more harder to get the dog to go up to that next level in their drive state than it is to have too much and to do the opposite. I'd rather have too much than too little, right? Pabouget. Good boy, buddy. Couche. Good. Aussie. Couche. Good. That's my boy. Good. Buddy. Yes, good boy, good. Aha, good boy. Out. OPA. Yes, good boy, good. Good boy, good. Yeah. Good boy, good. All right, so that's it for our little short and sweet little accent points today. You guys have a good day. Everybody's loving life right now. Out. Couche. Good. Assis. Couche. Good. Pas bouger. Done. Good. Assis. Good. Good. Au pied. Done. Good. Weave. Good. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training with Buddy. OPA. Couche. I'll talk to you the next time. Have a good day, guys. Couche. I wish I had a cameraman. I'd get a lot more close-ups and a lot better on my camera work. One of these days, baby. Talk to you later.